Welcome to LumenSort video tutorials. In this tutorial, you will be briefly introduced to the GRN screen. First of all, click GRN from the Purchase menu. This displays the GRN or the Good Received Notes screen in front of you. This screen helps in purchasing all the products in the system. The first field is the supplier field. Select the name of the supplier from which the stock is received. The batch number field is automatic. For the next GRN, this number is incremented to 1. Therefore, next time the batch number will be 12. Select the date through the calendar dialog from the date field. This is the date on which we are defining the GRN. In the bill number type, the bill number provided to you by the supplier. Select the date of the bill provided by the supplier through the bill date field. Select the due date from the due date field, which elaborates the date of making payment against the purchase. Next is the payment mode that explains the method used for paying the supplier. If you're paying the invoice through cash, select cash option. Credit option is selected if you are paying on credit. Any additional comments about the GRN matrix are typed in the comments area. Moving on, now you type the invoice number according to the numbering in the invoice number field. The invoice amount field is displaying the total amount of the invoice. Invoice amount is auto-calculated, implying this field displays the total amount of the product as displaying on the grid. Any expenses are entered in the loading expense, freight expense, and other expense fields respectively. The adjusted amount field is used for entering any amount that is lessened or increased. The sales tax is catered through the sales tax percentage field, in which we entered the sales tax in percentage. The entered percentage amount in sales tax percentage field displays in the sales tax field. For example, on writing 10 in the sales tax percentage field, you can see that the sales tax field is displaying 278, which is the 10% of the invoice amount. The total amount field is displaying the total amount after adding all the amounts. The product code field helps in selecting the products purchased from the supplier. You can select the products through two ways. Firstly, click on the product code field and click F1 from the keyboard. This launches the product code help dialog. Either double-click or click Enter from the keyboard to load the respective product in the grid. If you have barcodes available for the products, then click on the product code field area and scan the products. Thereon, the information against the scanned products displays in the area below. The Add icon next to the product code field helps in defining and loading a new product. In case of loading multiple products, select the Hold Product Help checkbox. Again, launching the product code help dialog by selecting the product code field and clicking F1. Now when you select a product, the control returns back to the product code help dialog, enabling us to make another selection. Repeat this process until you are done selecting the desired products. Then close the dialog yourself to return to the GRN screen. The Keep Focus checkbox helps in bringing back the control to the grid after selecting a product from the product code help dialog. The goods receipt notes can also be defined against a purchase order. To do the needful, expand the purchase order field. The defined purchase order against the supplier displays in the area. Double-click the purchase order to load it in the grid. The advantage of receiving quantity against a purchase order is that you can learn the ordered quantity and received quantity and calculate the difference between the two. In order to learn how to define a purchase order, please refer to the purchase order video tutorial. Next up is the Show Product Detail checkbox. The selection of this checkbox displays the detail of the product in the grid. Selecting the Purchase Order History checkbox displays the order quantity, received quantity, and the remaining balance in the grid. This is the Show Free of Cost checkbox. This displays the sampling, scheme, and free of cost columns. During the time of receiving the product, if you have received any sample or scheme free of cost, then you can enter it in these columns respectively. Selecting the Show Discount and Sales Tax Detail checkbox displays the discount percentage, sales tax percentage, sales tax amount, and net rate fields in the grid. Here on, you can change the discount and sales tax values through these fields. Selecting the Show Conversion Details checkbox displays the fields on which the conversion details are already entered. You can also generate barcodes for the goods purchased at the time of the purchase. For this, click the Generate Barcode button. This will generate barcodes for all the received goods in the system. The Print Preview button helps in viewing the print preview of the barcodes. This button prints out a report of the purchased products in non-matrix forms. Click the Print New Report icon to launch the report in matrix form. Selecting the Retail Price checkbox also displays the retail price of each product in the report. The icons on the toolbar displaying above the grid help in increasing or decreasing the font size. This button helps in adjusting the size or width of the columns in the grid. This button exports the report in Excel format, so the report will be transferred in Excel on clicking this button. The last button is used for printing the values present in the grid. Click Clear Rates button for clearing out all the rates against the products in the grid. Once clicked, the rates column is cleared out and ready for you to type in new rates. The title field is specifically designed to give out a title before printing out the values in the grid. This tutorial has acquainted you with the GRN screen. For further features of GRN, please refer to other videos. Thank you for your attention.